watching television, there was a commercial that came on that was a little upsetting. So upsetting that I actually want to talk about it. I feel like it's pretty rare that I would get upset by something that I've seen on television, but this ad is an exception. It is an ad for the Toyota Highlander, the 2011 Highlander. It was just a short 15-second spot, and it was very upsetting. It wasn't a grotesque thing. It wasn't, PETA pulling the stuff where, they show things getting chopped up and all this stuff. It was snobby, inappropriate, and I guess it's kind of hard for me to talk about the ad if you haven't seen it. It's only 15 seconds long, and I put it down in the video description. So I'd ask that you either watch it now, either pause this video and go watch it, or, after I'm done talking about it, go watch it. 15 seconds. I think it's well worth the time to see. Pretty much the ad depicts a kid who is ashamed to go get in his father's station wagon because it's not hip or cool. Then we have this other kid who comes and says, I'm okay with getting in my mom's 2011 Highlander because it's awesome. And I have a really big problem with that because what is that saying? Is that saying that you should be ashamed of what you have, even if it's all you have? I mean, a station wagon is not a 2011 Highlander, but if it's all that you have, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. And certainly by this commercial, the commercial pretty much says that you should be ashamed if you have a crappy car, and you should tell your parents. Seriously, the demographic this is aimed at is like 8-year-old kids that need to tell their parents to buy a 2011 Highlander or they won't be cool. I mean, the kids can't even drive. It's a very confusing commercial, but what I get out of it is that it's putting down people who, could potentially be poor, can't afford the nicest car, but they're saying, your kids aren't gonna, love you or whatever if you don't drive a nice car, or basically boiling down to not appreciating what you have. I understand that some families are a little more well off and they can spit money left and right, and if their kids are upset with what they're driving, then they can certainly change it. There's a lot of people that can buy Hummers and nice cars left and right, but real people can't do that. I certainly don't see anything wrong with anyone who would drive a station wagon. I've never really gotten the whole concept of, cars being cool. I understand that there are some fancier cars, some prettier cars, but in the end, a car gets you from one place to another. You want a car that's reliable. I know that the station wagon may not be as stylish or cool as the 2011 Highlander, but there's nothing wrong with the station wagon. If my kid had a problem with what I was driving, then we would have to sit down and have a talk. Because seriously, I would be really upset if my kid was that obsessed with materialistic things. I don't know, it's just, this commercial really struck a bad chord with me. Almost to the point where I wanted to write to Toyota. But I just wanted to make sure that I was not alone in thinking this. Well, I know I'm not alone. When I looked at the ratings for the video, it's very few are thumbs up, much more thumbs down. And when I was watching it on TV, I was like, what is this? And I even asked Alex, and he was like, that is a terrible commercial. And it is. It's awful. I don't get it. And I know that there's going to be some of you who disagree with me and say that it's just a commercial, but I don't know. That kind of thing really bothers me. Maybe I just have a dislike for people who have money that they can throw around and buy new cars all the time. I don't know. But anyway, I would like you to watch the ad. It is only 15 seconds, and let me know what you think, because did not like it. Terrible Toyota ad. Awful. Ugh.